Greetings, Slackers. It is March 21st, 2016. And I'm over here on the Statesman Journal with an article I wanted to share with you as it relates to something that I notice a lot of younger guys, younger than me, are apparently into. And, you guys have got to be careful because you're playing with your life here. And this is a Keizer man sentenced for selling fake Viagra on Craigslist by Whitney M. Woodworth. Goes on to state here that a Keizer man was ordered to pay $91,071 in restitution, spent 8 months on home detention, and served 5 years probation after he pleaded guilty to selling counterfeit erectile dysfunction medication on Craigslist. Christopher Stella, 59, was sentenced Friday in federal court by U.S. District Judge Anna J. Brown. Stella was charged with trafficking in counterfeit goods or services, a felony, in September. Between March 2013 and January 2016, Stella sold large quantities of fake Viagra with counterfeit marks through Craigslist, according to an information statement filed in U.S. District Court. Stella pleaded guilty to the charge in November. In his petition, he stated he intentionally trafficked and attempted to traffic counterfeit Viagra. According to the Oregonian Oregon Live, Stella also sold counterfeit Levitra and Cialis pills online. In addition to his home detention and probation, Stella was ordered to pay restitution in $75 a month increments to the manufacturer of Viagra, Pfizer Incorporated, for lost sales. Stella's criminal conduct resulted in the loss of $91,071.68, according to Assistant U.S. Attorney Scott Bradford. In a sentencing memorandum, Bradford stated the sentence reflected the seriousness of the offense, promotes respect for the law, deters criminal conduct, and protects the public from further crimes of the defendant. Now, I it's been a while since I've gone to the club. My clubbing days are well behind me. I think the last time I went to a club was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And so, yeah, it was a place I used to go to, when I was in my 20s or whatnot, when there was nothing else going on. But I remember once I got into my 30s, I went to the club. And so one night I was up there and I was rapping with these guys who were younger than me. And so, they were talking about some chicks on the floor. You know how guys talk and everything. And so one of the guys had stepped over to me. He's like, "Oh man, you got to get you one of these." And I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And so he's like, "Oh, these are blue diamonds. You don't know about these?" And I'm like, "No, what's that?" He's like, "Oh man, this is Viagra, man. This will keep your dick hard so you can go all night long." And I'm just thinking to myself, number one, I don't have a problem in that department. And these guys were younger than me because I found out they were like 23, 24 or whatnot. And so if you're that young, you shouldn't have a problem getting an erection and maintaining an erection, because what a lot of those erectile dysfunction drugs do is they boost the blood pressure, keep the blood flowing, and all that. And it's normal after sex, especially after you come, ejaculate, however you want to put it, for the phallus to soften and go down. And then there needs to be a little bit of time, a breaking period, if you will, whether you rest or regain, your hardness and get back into the mix. But if you're one of these younger guys out here, you really shouldn't be needing erectile dysfunction drugs. That's a drug that's mainly marketed to older males who are, 45 plus, in their 50s, in their 60s, that are still trying to maintain that arousal. But you, as a younger guy under 40, should not have a problem maintaining arousal or becoming aroused. And so, again, I would think that by you being young and you being in good health and definitely having a younger vitality, you shouldn't have that problem. So be careful, because you do have people who are looking to profit and capitalize off of this craze. And so I know a lot of guys, they might go to the club or they might go to the bar thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna get lucky. And so, just in case I do, I got some insurance here, to make sure, I'm ready to go. But again, counterfeit drugs, you don't know what the chemical makeup of that is. You don't know who the supplier is. There's just a whole lot you don't know. And as a younger person, you might want to start looking into some alternative ways to stay aroused. Well, I know for me, it's all about stimulus. So depending on what it is I'm stimulated by, I have no problem getting there. So maybe it's the same thing with you if you got to look at porn, whatever it is. But hey, what do you think about this? Are you someone who takes erectile dysfunction drugs? Ladies, does your boyfriend or husband take erectile dysfunction drugs to keep up? What are your thoughts on this? Leave that all down in the comment section below. The link to this will be in the description box. And as always, that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.